Hello, how are you? So glad to be here with you today. It's another exciting week. The sun is shining here in sunny Southern California. Although we do have rain coming up in a couple of days, it's sunny right now and we're going to take it, right? I feel for some of you that I know have been through some really wicked storms, but I hope that the sun is beginning to rise both emotionally as well as in the real world in your life too. Hi, my name is Steve Kidd. I am a third generation minister, an international best-selling author of multiple books. But what I love to do, what I'm so blessed to be able to do, is help people write, publish, and market their books to bestseller, to help you take that thing burning inside of you and put it out. Sometimes the things that seem the greatest obstacles in our life, like writing that book, actually are the greatest opportunities. And there are some things, they aren't magic, they're actually systems, but there are some things that I can do to help you really get your word out there. I just really wanted to invite you in to come join the group if you're not part of our March best-selling authors promotional pop-up. The link I just put in the comments so that you're welcome to come and join us. It's we're celebrating all of our March people who are launching or marketing their book in March. There's still two more this week and one for sure next week, possibly even a few more coming before we get through March and move into April. And then, of course, we'll start talking in April about all the exciting books that I know that are coming out then as well. A lot of exciting things. There are some fun stuff we do over there. It's a fun little family for the month. Think about it like a restaurant. You can get to taste some things that maybe you wouldn't taste and really be part of the community in a special kind of a way and help share in the launch. And of course, obviously, I'm going to promote it here too. But in that group, you can feel a little bit more like the exclusive community. And you can even say, I helped them become a bestseller. That's okay. You can brag about it a little bit. It's all right. We've put out some really exciting books already this month. Um, I'm not going to go through the list because just as sure as I did the list, I'd forget somebody's books. But helping with, issues from understanding the cosmos and those kind of things to understanding why do things happen and how can we find joy in the most tragic of events, something we all kind of need these days, right? We've all been through a lot this last year, and I really do hope that you will find yourself going into the group and checking those books out, whether they're on their free day or later on. Really, really good help and advice and tips for you from all of the authors. And I got an opportunity to, and I will do again this week with this week's authors and next week's authors too. I got an opportunity to be able to jump in and have a conversation with some of the people. Hey, Mark, how you doing today? Oh, you're welcome, Mark. I'm glad to share these authors with you. I really, really want to see them share who they are with the world. It's my honor, really, more than anything else, to help share mission driven, wonderful, amazing, talented, making a difference in the world. All of us have a purpose. I don't believe there's anybody that is just purposeless, or the biggest purpose on the planet is to occupy space. Make sure the couch doesn't float away, or as they often quip about, make sure that the oxygen to carbon dioxide balance stays right in the universe. Or here on the planet. There's so much more to that. And I love being able to share with you that burning passion inside of a person that really does make the difference that they're made to make in the world. And we've had some really amazing authors this week, and we still have a couple of really, really great ones. So just to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up over the course of this week and next week, the ones that I know that are already scheduled. Tomorrow, Wingspan is coming out. Wingspan is, it's all about how to really, truly manage the talent that is the people inside of your company, whether you own the company or you're a manager in the company. Really, really powerful information. Great book. That's coming out tomorrow. And then on Thursday, the book My Marriage, My Destiny, is coming out, and we're really looking forward to sharing that. Some great tips on how to have a powerful, wonderful marriage from some people that's what they do all day long. Then next week we have book 1 of the Finding Margaret series. I am really excited about this series. I appreciate Marjorie because I made a suggestion to her, and it meant more work for her. And a lot of times we're like, it's good enough as it is, right? Or we go the other direction with it, and we spend so much time that we just never put the thing out there. That's kind of the ditch on both sides of the road. Either there's more to do, so we just don't do anything, or there's more to do and we just get stuck in doing more forever. And I hate it when any of us has that happen to us. We've all had it happen to us. No judgment if it's happening to you right now, even. But I admire her so much because I suggested to her, this book. So just to give you the same information I gave her, Amazon statistics show that these days, if a book is 100 pages or less, that's print pages. Okay, so to give you an idea, this book right here, all right, you can see the spine on that. God's Evidences by my dear late friend Gloria and Benet. You can see how thick that spine is. Not very thick, right? All right, this book is 143 pages. Can you see the page number there at the bottom? You can also see, how big the type is, so it's a little bit bigger than that. Now, if you go to a more traditional book, Terry Brooks, love Terry Brooks. This is a traditional spine on a traditional hardcover book. Terry Brooks's book. We'll look to just on it, this particular one is 334 pages long. If you want to see 334 pages long, I don't know if you can see the page number on that. But what their statistics show is that if your book is 100 pages or less, more than 60% of the people that get the book will finish it. And that's good because at the end of our book is where we offer them the action, hopefully going deeper with us. If your book is between 101 and 200 pages, that drops to 20%. So from more than 60 to 20% or less of the people that ever even finish the book. And we want them to get to that juicy stuff at the end, that action stuff, that coming to work with us kind of stuff, right? Or if it's a fiction book, we want them to find out what happened to the characters, right? And then the really shocking part of it is if your book is more than 200 pages, it's less than 3% of all the people that ever get the book that finish it. It's interesting. If it was close enough that I could grab it, like I did with these books, I grab it. I've referred to this a few times. I have a book in my drawer. Back when, we were taking Kathy's mom to chemo literally 5 to 7 days a week. We would kind of switch off who was in the chemo room with her. It's about a 4-hour-ish process, 2 to 4 hours, depending on the day. There's a big piece of being there, is to get her drinks or things if she needs that and that kind of stuff. But you also, it's not uncommon for a chemo patient to fall asleep. And so, you usually always bring something to read with you too. I have this book, and it's a really big, thick book. It's every bit of 300 pages. It may even be 400 pages. A good book. And, I was reading it, really enjoying it, during the times when I was on shift and stuff like that. It's still sitting in my drawer. It's a great book. I want to finish it. Life, I don't have any excuse. I could sit down, I could spend the rest of today, and I could probably polish off the rest of the book. It's just sat there. And that's so true, whether you're talking, that's a fiction book, but whether you're talking fiction or nonfiction. Now, sometimes in nonfiction, we get what we need and we move on. We knew once we got through a certain point that either A, that was as much as we could take now, or that's where we need to take action, or B, that was just what we needed. So I was so proud of Marjorie because, when I suggested to her, it's like, look, the book is a little longer than what the statistic shows. It reads really well. It flows. It's one of those books that'll suck you in. It's based on a real story, but um, it's really a lot of fun to read. I don't want to give it away. Um, but just suffice to say, it starts off at the beginning of the book. She thought she was insane, and she discovered some things that she learned with a therapist and with some other people that helped her be able to realize that what was she really experiencing, and that she wasn't actually going crazy, that there was a solution. Really, really fun story from there. And that's next Tuesday. So book one of that, and then the others will come out. But we're going to taunt you just a little bit, cliffhang you. And she did it. She made it into 3 books, and we'll be releasing that trilogy over the course of basically the next 6 weeks. We may do them weekly as opposed to every other week, but we'll see. Depends on how much of a tease I feel like, right? Anyway, I really am looking forward to those 3 authors that I know for sure we have solid scheduled dates for them. And there are a couple others that I'm talking to that we may get out this month. More likely, they're probably our April authors now, but I'll keep you informed. In the meantime, feel free to join that group. Invite friends, relatives, enemies, frenemies, whomever. Let's get the books out. Let's really help these people also make it onto the bestseller list, and do the things that they do so powerfully in the world. I talked a little longer than I expected to, but that's not surprising at all. It's really actually a short Facebook Live for me if I bring it to a close now. I just really want you to know your words, your message, who you are in the world is needed. You are uniquely brilliant. You were created for a purpose, and the world needs you. If there's anything that I can do to help you, feel free to go to askstevekid.com. I'd love to talk with you, help you out with your story, your message, whatever might be going on in life. I'm here for you, okay? I hope that you are happy, safe, warm, and loved, that you know how amazingly precious you are, that you feel the love of those that love you, the love that I'm sending to you right now, across even something as unconnecting as it can be, as cold as the internet can be, that you can feel and hear me say, I love you and I appreciate you. And I just really hope that you will, if you're not happy, safe, warm, and loved, that today, maybe even what I'm saying to you right now, you will remember that no matter how dark it may feel right now, the sun will shine. The weeping does endure for a night, but joy does come up in the morning. I hope that you can find the joy for you, meaning that you can at least believe in the light in the midst of the darkness, and that the happiness will come back for you as well, that you'll find yourself in a place that may seem unconceivable for you right now, but is most definitely yours. Thanks for joining with me here today. I appreciate you so much. If there's anything I can do for you, feel free to reach out. In the meantime, I hope you have an amazingly great week.